I'm making a complete bollocks of applying this wood resin. It's a bug resin from a bug. Au naturel product. It's called shellac. But I don't know how to apply it properly. Much like everything, you know, at no point in my life have I ever known what the fuck I'm doing at any point. I just do it. And then sometimes it works out. Most of the time it doesn't. And you're left with a sense of self-loathing. But sometimes you learn. I'm hoping I learn this. I'm so fucking bored. How do people do it? How do people not be bored? Like all the time. Even when I'm trying to unbore myself, I'm still bored. I'm always bored. Everything is so boring. Fucking arbitrary. Ugh. Jesus Christ. Fuck me. Just fuck me in my asshole. Because even that would be boring, I think. I don't know. Ugh. God, I hate everything. I hate everyone. I stopped recycling. I also eat meat again. I was, well, red meat and white meat. I was pescatarian for 4 years. Because fish are dumb. It's alright to eat them. But I like cows and pigs and whatever else. Lambs, sheep. But I don't give a fuck anymore. I just eat them all. Who gives a shit? Recycling? Who gives a fuck? I was religious about recycling for Christ. Like 15 years. Just don't care anymore. Just don't give a fuck. Who cares? Nothing matters. Think about all the products that come out now. Like, it's futile. We don't deserve this planet. People are fucking awful. You know? Think about vapes. I've did some vapes recently because I was trying to quit smoking. And you can get disposable vapes, and like the whole thing is plastic, right? You think about how many of these fucking things are churned out across the globe, and that's just one brand. There's like a handful of brands, producing millions upon millions, if not billions of this fucking plastic shit that gets thrown away. You know, who gives a fuck whether or not I'm recycling my hummus fucking carton? Like, who gives a shit anymore? I don't. Fuck in my country, some rich prick who owned this land with this largest freshwater lake in the UK. He let like farmers like piss all over into the fucking water. People have such a romantic idea of farmers, like, oh, he's living off the land. He's raising livestock. He's such a wholesome lifestyle. He really cares for the land. Farmers don't give a fuck. They don't give a shit about anything. Farmers are fucking assholes. Like they are. Have you ever met a farmer? They're such close-minded dicks. Like they're such the biggest collection of fucking conservative pieces of shit who just plunder and destroy for no reason. Like I understand there's ecological farmers and whatever, fucking hippies and whatever else, and millennials. Oh, I want to grow a strawberry farm, and so they go and do it because somebody died and give them money. And that's great. Or maybe they worked in corporate whatever for 20 years, and then they finally decided to embrace their uh, caring, empathetic roots after a lifetime of being a cutthroat business piece of shit. Good for you, setting your morals straight. You'll go to heaven for sure. Um, I understand there's people like that, but like ordinary farmers who like inherit the land, and they have like so much fucking land, and like 90% of it is unused because it's just like pasture, and they just have like one set of cows, and they do dairy, and then they get a whole bunch of money from the government for doing this because they can't actually pay the bills because supermarkets undercut them and everything, you know. It's a whole thing. But farmers, like on a personal basis, fucking bastards, like awful people, you know. So that's what happened with this freshwater lake. You have two-part problem. You have rich prick who owns the land, doesn't give a fuck, and he's English. Second problem, farmers are cunts, so they just like pour all this fertilizer and stuff into the water, and naturally it fucks up the ecosystem, and you can't repair it. It's done. It's destroyed now. You know, this is how much people care about their environment. Like I'm sure there are people that were aware of this and were trying to raise attention, public attention, way before it became a problem. But like 90% of the people who get behind this shit, like they never give a fuck about it before. They just hop on the bandwagon. It's like everything else. Everything is just a trend, a brand. It's an idea. It's a chance to solidify your identity to the public. It's a chance to reinforce your framework, your mask. You know, I am a 20-year-old environmentalist. I take animal safety and fucking animal rights and equality and very seriously. I love trees and everything. You know, it's just an opportunity for them to reinforce that. Or I don't know. Fuck, I don't even know. Like I just don't know. This is how far removed I am. I don't know what type of people there are anymore, but I can imagine. I do see. Uh, so you know, who cares what I do? In fact, I know nobody cares what I do, so who gives a fuck if I don't recycle my hummus package, you know? I just don't care anymore. I used to believe that you had to be the change you wanted to be in the world. You know, I've always been pro that message. What I would always rant and rave to uh, these fucking other degenerates like me, you know, when they were having trouble doing something particular. You just tell them, just do it. You know, just fucking do it. Who gives a shit? Just do it. You know, I've come full circle now. It's like, don't do it. Who cares? Just be, just embrace your worst side until you hit such a low that you either kill yourself or you just change naturally. Don't force it. Who gives a fuck? You know, don't waste energy trying to be a better person. Don't recycle. It's not your problem. It's not your fault. People try to shift the blame and put it on the person, the little people. And that may be relevant at one point in time where the people were actually a force to be reckoned with, but people these days, disarmed, stupid, easily distracted, so caught up in modern living lifestyle, you know. People don't even care that you can't even afford a home anymore. Like, they just don't. Because there's so much to distract you in life these days. Like, so much. You think about it, social media. And you can say social media, but it doesn't really cover everything. It's an umbrella term at this point because there's so much social media. You could waste days on social media, days at a time. Reddit, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, fucking Pinterest. There's way more, I just don't know them. There's regional specific ones too. Just days, hours and days, weeks of your life going, you know? And then you have like the basics, the good old fashioned ones. TV. Consumerism. And consumerism is another umbrella term because it encompasses so much. Identity is such a big important thing now, and is also tied in with consumerism. You know, I'm a gamer. I need all the gamer paraphernalia. I need a mechanical keyboard and a fucking gaming chair. What even is a gaming chair? It looks ridiculous, and it looks like it's cheap. Never had one, don't know. I don't even think they're good for your back. I would have thought a gaming chair would have been like an office chair. Fucking, what is it, ergonomics? I don't know. That's been a science for however long there's been offices. So why wouldn't you go get an office chair like that? Gaming chair? Fuck off. Fucking gaming chair. I want a mouse with multicolored LEDs. Yeah. 24 different buttons. Like, I used to be good at games. Didn't need any of that. Used a piece of shit Logitech keyboard that cost me £5 and a piece of shit mouse that I used until the clicker died, and then I bought the exact same one. And it's got 3 buttons. You know? That's all you need. You don't need all this shit. You just don't need it. It's not important. So who gives a fuck about recycling? Who gives a shit about being a better person? Don't improve. There's nobody there that's going to reward you for being a better person. In fact, most of the people that are doing well and having fun and being happy in life don't improve. They just roll from one calamity to the next. And because they don't feel, because they're fucking lizards and robots, it doesn't faze them. It doesn't matter. Slowly, the prefrontal cortex part of their brain is just squeezing and disappearing into nothing. Till they reach about 70 years of age and they don't feel fucking anything about anything. You know, and then they say, oh, well, I don't feel for these things because I'm so experienced. I just know better. It's not true. You've just taught yourself not to feel anymore. So the part of your brain that is responsible for feeling disappears. You essentially become a psychopath over time in order just to survive in modern living. It's so fucked up when you think about it, isn't it? Because you can't. It's true, you can't go through life caring. You just can't. Caring about the environment, caring about each other. Fuck, most people, are people even capable of love? I don't think so. Not in the way that it's written. Not in literature and the way that we think in films. I think it's much rarer. People say the words and everything, but they don't mean it. They don't understand the scope of it. So, don't recycle. Don't help the environment. When you see a bird in your garden and it's dying, just fucking kill it. Put it out of its misery. Don't save anything. Because nobody's gonna save you.